She ain't pretty. She ain't new. She is a handyman special. I've certainly seen worse. I mean, it's definitely rough, guys. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to give you just a quick once-through on this. Anytime you're looking at a camper like this is going to be as is, where is, how is. But I'm going to tell you how it is, where it is, as we go. And away we go. Right now. Immediately. At this moment. As a matter of fact. Anytime now. Here we go. Super slide works like a charm. I did discover that, opening the slide up. It's old. It's rough. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It could use a good cleaning, but it could use a handful of things. It could probably use some flooring. I think there's been some cold cracking in the flooring. I can see some areas where we've probably had some water penetration. You know, scratch that. We haven't probably had water penetration. There's some areas that have had water penetration. But again, all in all, it could be much worse. It is actually impressive how many of these old Mallards are still out there and the kind of shape that they sort of still are in. Now right here, I got a feeling we've definitely had some water in the camper down here. I don't know if this board is to kind of like bulk up the floor or anything like that. And I'm not going to investigate too close. This is something that we are selling for folks on an extreme budget. Maybe you have a propensity to buy a camper, put a little bit of paint on it and flip it or something. Well, here you go. Here's your next paycheck. This one's here and ready and waiting and welcome for you. We were a Fleetwood dealer for many, many years. 14 of them, actually. And Mallard was never top of the line. They were a simple, basic box, but they got the job done. And it's incredible how many you still see out there nowadays. You know, anything requires a little TLC, though. Obviously, this one could have used a little more at some point. Looks like the microwave is missing. That's probably not the worst thing in the world that could have happened to this. Some of this carpet has obviously, this is not the original carpet down in the slide out. I can kind of hear the tack strip under this from where the original carpet used to be, crunching under my foot. Simple, basic, couples camp and rear bathroom. Folks had this thing for a long time. I just upgraded to something much newer, much nicer here at Haywood RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I like the fly collection in the antifreeze in the toilet there. That's fantastic. Good news is, you know, they'll go right out the black tank, no problem. So, there she is. Let's take a peek outside. Whenever you are looking at something of this age, I always recommend you come see it in person. You need to see if this thing's in any kind of shape that you're comfortable with, because my impression and your expectation when money are involved can be two different things. Now, I'm trying to be very blunt about the fact that this is not a handsome animal. It certainly could look better, but it could also look worse. Like, I can smell mothballs. I think the owners may have been smokers. Don't know if you're sensitive to irritants, probably move along. Now, what's crazy is there's been some money invested in this camper at some point. Now, it's not brand new. None of this is new, but somebody put slide awning on. Somebody put window awnings on. I can see right here, this is probably why some of the slide flooring has been replaced. Some kind of damage happened to the side of the slide out here. You know, this doesn't look fantastic. Someone's going to call. Your question is going to be, is it leaking? Does everything work? The best answer I can give you, I don't know. And something like this that, you know, is potentially a project piece for someone, we're probably not inclined to spend a whole bunch of money finding out. We have a great deal of business going on at our facility currently. This is something that we're just going to roll cheap. We're not going to make any promises on. Please come see it. Form your own opinions. Walk around on the roof. Touch the walls with your hands. Wash your hands when you're done. Form your own opinions. And if it works, great. Let's put something together. Let's sell something cheap and get you on the road. And if it doesn't work, at least you guys know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, we will tell you when something is not in perfect, awesome condition. I'm probably being a little more critical of this thing than it deserves. It's not dead. It's really not dead. Just in comparison to all the brand new things that we see every day, it just seems glaring. But, you know, what I can see in the chassis looks good. I really don't see terrible surface corrosion on the chassis. The skin doesn't look too baked. I think some seal work got away from some folks a couple times, and that's just kind of it. You know, there was a time this thing was something to be pretty proud of, and really, it might be able to be there again. Just kind of depends on what your intentions are. At the same time, though, it's something you could buy cheap. You could probably use as a hunting shack for a couple of years. and never think twice about. It'll probably look in 3 years pretty much exactly like it looks today. But if you want to go through and clean it and just throw down a little bit of new carpet, it'd probably look even better. So whatever works for you. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.